Barcelona's Xavi and Iniesta's incredible UEFA Europa League draw, proof they're the best. It become written that for the primary season of those remodeled Europa League knockout rounds, there may be now a playoff spherical among groups that completed 1/3 of their Champions League companies and groups that completed 2D of their Europa League companies. There could be a big tie. And the draw did not disappoint. Barcelona and Manchester United, European giants chasing a manor again to the pinnacle, will face every different for an area with inside the final 16. It method that one of the managers, Erik ten Hag and Xavi, may be out of Europe very early, a good way to be some other embarrassment and some other issue for the membership to deal with. On paper, Barcelona are barely in advance of their improvement and process, however United also can beat them. It may be a tactical battle, too, past it marking Cristiano Ronaldo's go back to the Camp Nou. In addition to for Rafael Varane and Casemiro, it is going to be the Frankie de Jong derby. It can be Sergio Busquets' final ever European action, too, which quantities to a probably charming tie. As Xavi placed it on Monday, the draw has given us the maximum hard opponent as soon as again. However, we are able to look ahead to it and we are able to compete. It's the worst draw we may want to have got. Once again. Sometimes it is a plus to play in opposition to the excellent sides. Maybe it'll convey the excellent out folks right here and at Old Trafford. It's a challenge. The relaxation isn't as alluring via way of means of comparison, despite the fact that there are nonetheless a few compelling matchups. 3 specifically have the texture of Champions League ties. Bayer Leverkusen vs Monaco, or the Kevin Volland derby given he spent 4 seasons scoring dreams with inside the Bundesliga earlier than becoming a member of the League One membership in 2020. Monaco and Philippe Clement are hitting shape and could desire to nonetheless be in pinnacle form in February on the way to supply Xabi Alonso's aspect a difficult test. Alonso, a legend as a participant and now playing his first senior education job, nonetheless lacks in joy and has to analyze quickly. If not, the crew from the Principality may want to show too complicated to overcome. Wissam Ben Yedder, 9 dreams, and Breel Embolo lead from the front for Monaco, whilst Alex Nubel has performed each minute among the posts. Sevilla vs PSV Eindhoven goes to be fantastic, too. Jorge Sampaoli is making an attempt to restore Sevilla's season, however he has but to discover the proper formula. However, the Europa League is their opposition, having received 4 of the Beyond 10 editions. While Sevilla are struggling, PSV are flying. They beat Arsenal with inside the institution degree, despite the fact that they nonetheless completed 2D in the back of the Gunners with inside the end. Ruud van Nistelrooy is constructing a younger crew with fantastic capability, and if Cody Gakpo remains of their squad by the point the primary leg rolls around, they'll be my favorites to qualify. RB Salzburg vs Roma is virtually the story of managers, the apprentice in opposition to the master, Matthias Jassel vs Jose Mourinho. At 34, Jassel has a fantastic destiny in advance of him, and his younger Salzburg crew matched up nicely with Chelsea and Milan of their Champions League institution, drawing in opposition to both. At 59, Mourinho desires to upload the Europa League to his trophy cupboard after triumphing the Europa Conference League final season. However, he's going to must rally the Giallorossi to their excellent shape given inconsistent performances in Serie A thus far this campaign. Otherwise, Juventus had been arguably the luckiest aspect with inside the draw, with Nantes coming their manner. The French Cup winners' final season are very lots a few of the minnows left with inside the opposition, and that they desire the most important opponent possible. Bear in mind that want granted. The gamers celebrated after they drew Juve, and they'll don't have anything to lose. For the old lady, the most important strain is they genuinely cannot have enough money to lose, as it'd be a right humiliation in the event that they did. Ajax vs Union Berlin is the conflict of extremes, placing opposing patterns head-to-head in an fascinating battle. The Dutch aspect could have a whole lot of the ball, with the Bundesliga aspect all too glad to play at the counter. Ajax are favorites, undoubtedly, however Union hold defying the odds. Elsewhere, Shakhtar Donetsk versus Rennes may be an attacking affair, 11 though I consider the French aspect are the higher crew right here. Finally, Sporting will cross into their video games in opposition to Midtjylland because the favorites too.